Hey guys, it's Garrett Ashley Mullet again, coming to you from Greeley, Colorado. It is the evening of August 25th, 2021. My kids have gone to bed, and I've got a video that my wife sent me from notthebee.com. They reshared it. It's not originally from Not the Bee, but notthebee.com shared it on their newsletter, on their website. This is a video of one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite podcasters that I listen to, Jocko Willink, giving a little speech about what he would say right now if he were President Joe Biden, given the situation in Afghanistan. I've not watched this. It's not very long, so this is not going to be a very long reaction video, but let's cue it up. We've got it ready. He doesn't want to talk to you, by the way. That's a different video. Let's cue it up, let's listen to it, and then let's see what we think.
Good evening. I wanted to give you an update on the current situation in Afghanistan. As you know, we were set to leave Afghanistan this month, and as we began the final drawdown, I made some critical errors. Namely, I underestimated the strength of the Taliban, and I overestimated the strength and capability of the friendly Afghan forces. This was my fault. And due to my mistake, the Taliban has taken control of Afghanistan. There are reports now that ISIS and Al-Qaeda are working alongside them. Unfortunately, there are tens of thousands of Americans on the ground there, as well as friends and allies of America on the ground. And these people, Americans and our allies, are all stranded. And that is my fault.
See, this is what I love about Jocko Willink, is his books, not just him. He co-wrote with Leif Babin, Navy SEALs together for years and years, commanders of Navy SEAL units, and trainers of Navy SEALs, and now with Echelon, I just said that wrong, Echelon Front, they do management consulting. And so they co-wrote a series of books a number of years ago. I've read both of them. They're really good books. I highly recommend them. Extreme Ownership and also The Dichotomy of Leadership. Both really good books. Jocko came out with another book, just him writing it, here a year or two ago, called Leadership Tactics Field Manual. But that's what he's all about. His podcast is all about that. The Jocko podcast is all about that. His books are all about that. Every time I've heard him speak, that's what he's about, is own it. The buck stops here. You got to own it. And when you set that example of taking ownership for having had the opportunity to do better, having missed some things, when you do that, it has a exponential effect on the team that you're leading, on the people around you. They also want to take ownership of their part of things. But when everybody's blaming everybody else and nothing's my fault, everything is everybody else's fault, I'm nothing but excuses, it quickly becomes this quagmire where everybody's just pointing fingers at everybody else and nobody's working together. There's a whole lot of lost motion. If you made a mistake and you messed up, are we fixing the mistake if we're all fighting with each other about having no blame for me, all the blame for everybody else? So this is classic Jocko Willink, that he would say this if he were President Biden right now. Obviously, this is not what the President of the United States of America is saying right now. He walks away from reporters when they start asking questions. He's taking no questions. He was on vacation. He couldn't be reached by the leaders of our ally nations who still have people in Afghanistan as well. It's not bueno. It's not good. It's not acceptable. It needs to stop. Let's continue on.
But they will not be stranded for long. In the next 48 hours, America will be in control of most major airports in Afghanistan. Any resistance we meet from the Taliban or otherwise when we seize these airports will be destroyed completely and without mercy. From those airports, we will conduct rapid strike rescue missions until we have recovered and evacuated all our citizens, allies, and friends. Any person that interferes with these operations will be killed.
What a novel concept, right? Imagine that. People threatening our citizens in country who are, I would bet you, all of them there at our behest in some form or fashion at the encouragement of the United States of America, whether those people are American citizens or those are Western allies that we built a coalition to go in there and build up the Afghan government post-Taliban. Those people being threatened by the Taliban and Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Here's a novel concept from Jocko Willink. You mess with our people, we will destroy you. No ifs, ands, or buts. Your days are numbered. We will end you. Stay out of our way. If we're leaving the country, we're taking all our people with us. We're leaving on our terms, at a time of our choosing. Not when you tell us it's time to go, or else. Or else? Help you. No or else. We tell you or else. Is that clear? Capiche? Capiche, paisan? Novel concept, not what we're hearing from our surrenderer-in-chief, Joe Biden.
We will also recover or destroy all aircraft, vehicles, weapons, and sensitive equipment that we left behind. Any person utilizing, guarding, or located in close proximity to these weapons or equipment will be killed. Once we have evacuated all friendly personnel and recovered or destroyed the weapons and equipment left behind, we will depart Afghanistan. But we will continue to monitor everything that happens in Afghanistan through our ground and airborne surveillance equipment. Terrorist training camps or activity will be targeted and destroyed. Gross violations of human rights will be stopped through overwhelming force. And any group in Afghanistan fighting for freedom, liberty, and basic human rights will be supported through special operations forces and ruthless precision air power.
Yes. Yes. That's America. That is the America that you and I grew up knowing and loving. When I identify myself as an American, because this is my country, because I was born here, that's the America I know. I don't recognize this America where the Taliban tells us when we're going to leave and who we get to take with us and what we get to take with us that we paid for rightly belongs to us. You don't get our stuff. You don't tell us what to do. It is by our good graces that you will breathe another breath tomorrow, the next day. That's the America that I grew up with. I remember September 11th, 9/11, terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. It was unequivocal. We are coming for you. We are going to find who did this. We're going to come for you. Not only get off my lawn, but we will hunt you to the ends of the earth. We will chase you to the gates of hell if that's what it requires. You don't mess with our innocent men, women, and children. You don't do it. You do not do it. Read Jefferson's War. Thomas Jefferson, as much of a paragon of Western democracy, the modern nation, as Thomas Jefferson is in our minds today, Thomas Jefferson knew how to deal with Barbary pirates. All of Europe was paying these guys off. They would try half measures to deal with them. He sent a fleet over there. That's when the United States Marine Corps was born, and we kicked their stuff in. We kicked in the Barbary pirate stuff, and we didn't have any more problems with Barbary pirates, and neither did anybody else. That's what it takes. The people we're dealing with, they smell fear. That's why they did what they did on September 11th, 2001, because they thought they could do it and get away with it, and they thought we wouldn't fight back. Whatever messaging President Joe Biden is sending out right now, just know that's not forever. There's a limited time that that nonsense is going to be put up with here in this country. This, what Jocko Willink is talking about right now, that's who we are. And it's a good thing, too. It's a good thing. Romans 13, as a Bible-believing Christian, I look at Romans 13 and I don't just see some blank check that the government has to tell you what to do and you say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, may I have another, thank you very much. The government has a responsibility before God as a minister of God, according to Romans 13, to reward those who do good, to punish those who do evil. He does not bear the sword for nothing. America's got a pretty big sword. God forbid we don't bear it for nothing. Come on.
We will continue that dedicated support until the enemy is no longer a threat to humanity or to the good people of Afghanistan. May God bless America, and may God have mercy on the souls of our enemy, because we will not. That is all.
Dismissed. That's all. Fantastic. Jocko Willink for president 2024. He's got my vote. Or sooner, if that could be accomplished, if that could be arranged. I vote yes. Hit subscribe on this channel for more like this. Go to GarrettAshleyMulletShow.com, theGarrettAshleyMulletShow.com, and sign up for email alerts when podcast episodes are posted to my WordPress site. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, CastBox, soon to be Amazon Podcasts. Subscribe for more content like this. As always, thank you for listening. Until next time, God bless.